I'd like to welcome Tim Spears to the show.
Good to see you, Rich.
Um, who inspired you to be an artist?
Well, back when I was a kid, my uncle played in the band, and every time we'd have a family reunion, my uncle and my daddy and some of the friends would get around and start playing music after the family reunion or family get-together. And all the kids would be outside playing baseball or basketball or whatever, and I just wanted to stand there and listen to the music. So I guess it was kind of my uncle in the way, Bill Clark.
You're also a songwriter. When did you write your first song?
Well, I'll tell you, the first songs I wrote was years ago, and they were all about beer drinking and carrying on and all. And although I never lived that lifestyle, I just thought that's what country music was about. Then the Lord told me to clean up my writing, and the first song I wrote after that, after I cleaned up my writing, was called Forever and a Day, and I wrote that for my fiance at the time. And it just turned out so good. So everything I've written since then, I've written probably 52 songs. And they've all been positive and got a message in it about the Lord and life's learnings and all. And the one thing I'm proud of, Alan Jackson's listened to them, Vince Gill, Statler Brothers, and everybody commends me on how good the writing is. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm real pleased with it.
Do you write for anybody else?
No, I don't write for anybody else, and I don't write with anybody else. It just seems like my train of thought is a little bit different than other people's. I do have Leona Williams, who is Merle Haggard's ex-wife, call me, and I've got one called The Writings on the Wall, and she wants to record that one on her next CD, so that would be pretty exciting.
Who started the Virginia Dream? Who?
That is due to Nelson and Rose Swartz of the Harrisonburg Auto Mall, and what they did there, they love music so much. Of course, both of them, Nelson's family played instruments, but Miss Rose's family actually was in bands around the area, very good and very well known. And they just decided out of the goodness of their heart to start Virginia Dreams so that the local Valley musicians would have a place to showcase their talent. And of course, since then it's went national. So we got to say a great big thanks to Nelson and Rose Swartz at the Harrisonburg Auto Mall.
What do you got in store for the show this year?
Well, the only thing we've got in store this year is we've changed around a little bit, and we're doing what we call a hometown spotlight. We like to reach out. You know, I know Nelson and Rose created it for the Shenandoah Valley, but we actually want to reach out to people in other localities. We've got a guy in Ohio, David Wayne, who's done a great job for us. Scott Dawson from up in Ohio somewhere. We've had the three girls on there, the Get Set, Jet Set girls, and they are doing great. Matter of fact, they're only about 16 years old, but they opened with the national anthem at one of the NASCAR races. So they've really got it happening.
How can the artists get on the show?
Well, all you got to do is contact me or Nelson at the Harrisonburg Auto Mall, and of course you'd have to submit your bio and a tape and everything. But you know, we've got 26 places a year for guests, and we must have 75, 80, 90 requests a year. But yeah, they can submit it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the biggest artist you had on the show?
The biggest artist, well, I guess would probably, it's been quite a few of them, but in my mind would be Janie Fricke, because back in the 70s when I was playing in the local bar bands, Janie Fricke was red hot. It was nothing to turn on the radio or the TV and see her from Gilley's nightclub or standing on a cruiser with Ronald Reagan or whatever. So to me, Janie Fricke, yeah.
Yeah, I did footage for Janie Fricke in Nashville last year.
Janie's a real lady. She's very talented, and she's really a lady.
She
Yes.
was playing with the Rolls.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. You also got a Waynesboro music store too.
Yeah, Tim Spears' Music City. It's one of the largest music stores in the state of Virginia. We're the largest stocking, second largest stocking Taylor dealer in the state. But yeah, I want to thank the public for supporting me for 27 years on that music store. Yeah.
How many seasons has the Virginia Dream been on the air?
This is 6. This is the 6th season, and it was on locally for 4 seasons. Then the 5th season, we went national. Now we've opened up into our 2nd year of nationality on the TV show. Yeah,
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
What channel and what time does it come on?
Well, that's going to be hard for me to say. Maybe we can superimpose it, but we're on Family Net, we're on Blue Highways TV, we're on RFD TV, and we're on Rural Highway. Then in the local markets, we're in Harrisonburg about 4 times a week. We're in Winchester twice a week, and we're over in Charlottesville area, in that area twice a week. So right now we're up to about 1.5 million viewers.
Do you have any albums?
I've got 3 CDs out and working on a 4th one, and all the stuff, like I say, all the stuff I've written myself, and most of it's from true life experiences.
How can people contact you?
Well, they can contact me the best way through Virginia Dream Center Stage or tim@timspears.com.
Okay. Do you got anybody to thank, or like fans or anything?
Oh, absolutely. You know, ever since I've been in the business, I thank my fans for following me. Not a week that goes by that I don't get email telling me what they like about what I sang, what they like about what I've written, and I certainly owe that to all the fans and ask them to please keep supporting me. But got to thank the good Lord above for everything He's done for me, because the good Lord's been in my life ever since I can remember. And even though I've stepped up the wrong ways every now and then, He's always there to catch me, pick me up, and turn me around and get me going. So,
Thanks for being on the show.
very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.